with Beautiful Magazine. We're here with in Hattiesburg, Mississippi. It's beautiful down here.
Yeah, it is. The train is pretty loud.
Yeah, it is loud. But we're here with Empress Alley again. It's Beautiful Magazine's Beauty of the Month for April. Today I was able to be here for the photo shoot and for the magazine, so that was awesome. And I wanted to thank Menzini, which he's not here, he left. But Menzini, and I wanted to thank you for meeting up with me again.
Thank you.
I appreciate it. And okay, so I'm gonna get right to it. And the last time we spoke, we touched a little bit on your modeling, but we mostly focused on your music career.
Yeah.
So today I just wanted to talk a little bit about your modeling.
Okay.
And you said that you loved modeling last time, and that you would consider modeling being a full-time career for you.
Yeah, actually, if I could, implement it with my music, most definitely. Yes.
Yeah. Well, that's my question. Like, why is that? And what does modeling do for you? Like, what does it do for you to make you love it and choose it as something full time?
Well, it allows you to be that alter ego, that you want to be, because being a full-time mom, especially educated, working in my career, working in on a major goal for me, so I have to just stay focused.
Right.
But because I also have, a side that's expressive, that's open, that's creative, that is, it just allows me to be me.
Right.
Outside of being who I have to be every day for my children.
Right.
It allows me to be free.
Right.
Yeah.
I feel you.
Yeah.
And we also touched on last time about performing live and how it brings out your alter ego.
Yes.
And it's funny you said. I said, oh, that's my next question.
Yeah.
And I wanted to know if that's what modeling does for you. Like when you're in front of a camera, if it gives you have an alter ego too,
Yes.
or you bring out that alter ego when you're in front of a camera.
You know what? And I also have to be able to receive it too from the person that I'm in front of, because if your energy is low, then sometimes my energy, I can feel it.
Yes,
so
yes.
Sometimes I'm
like
not
an empath.
Yeah, so I'm not as enthused or happy to be creative. And if I don't feel comfortable being creative, then it's going to be hard for me.
Sometimes
deliver,
you can feed off others' energy,
Yeah.
other people's energy.
Yeah.
I feel you.
Yeah.
Empress, you seem to enjoy what you do, and want to progress in all areas of your life, meaning all your professions are important to you.
Yes.
And you want them all to grow. You are trying to grow them all.
Yeah.
So to something more successful. So what are your plans to make all that happen for yourself?
Well, my first plan for my business, as far as my business, with me being a hairstylist, a entrepreneur with my own hairline, I do plan to expand.
Okay.
And I do plan to expand in a bigger area. You know what I mean? And
Meaning
I do
move
plan.
out of
I plan to
Hattiesburg.
move out of Mississippi. Yes.
Okay.
I plan to get under someone who can, help me in my areas. Even though I'm good, I am able to learn from other people who are great. So my thing is, I want to grow. So I want to be able to continue to make people feel good about themselves through me doing hair, through me singing, through my messages and my music.
Right.
So that's important for me.
Okay.
I honestly want people to be comfortable enough to be able to say, hey, I misunderstood something.
Hey.
You want people to be comfortable. great tones.
Yes.
You know, even for my music in my salon or my weave bar or the boutique that me and my friend we're actually going into business. We actually very, very soon. We both have two different personalities.
Okay.
I'm from Mississippi. She's from Ohio.
Okay.
So it allows us to be able to bring it together.
Yes. Yes.
And still be different. You know, I'm
Yes.
more of a kind of open, sexy, but not too revealing. She's more sexy. You know, let me cover it up just a little
Okay.
bit. You know.
Okay.
So
Conservative.
it's just conservative, but
Yeah.
then, you know, we both have this tomboyish, but hers
Okay.
is more, you know, let me cover it up. I'm more, okay, let me be
A woman.
Yeah. So that's where we, you know,
Right.
you know, so I feel like it'll be a great combo because, you know, I'm a down south girl and she's, you know, she's from Ohio. So she, you know, it's just like two flavors in one, you know, being able to, you know, bring something different to it.
Okay.
You know, a couple places here in the States, you know. we
Okay.
wanna be able
And she
to-
does hair.
Well, I do hair. She, you know, she and I, we're gonna start a clothing. You know, just
Okay. She's into
clothing
clothes.
business.
Okay.
Yeah. So you know,
Nice.
I wanted to kind of venture off, and we do grow into do bigger things. But for
Okay.
now, just focus on clothes and.
Okay.
You know, I would love to have my own shoe line.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. You're a woman that wants to do
Yeah,
a lot. You
yeah.
got a lot you want
Yeah,
to do.
Oh wait, girl, honey, my personality is in my shoes.
I know that's right. I wanted to touch a little on your singing career.
Yes.
You said you were working on something big, a big project.
Yes. I am.
Could you tell us a little more about what you're working on?
Okay. I actually have two projects that I'm currently working on. One here in the United States and one here, well, one in London, and I think it's Nottingham,
Okay.
England.
Nice.
And actually, the agreement that, you know, it's actually two labels, and one of the producers of the two labels who were they, you know, I won't speak on their names right now.
Okay.
But they have agreed to fly me to London for the month of June, and it's a guaranteed album, guaranteed visual to every song that's created, and I have over 250 beats right now that I've been working on.
Nice.
So what's kind of dope is like when you receive the soulful beats from a UK producer. So it's like, I was just like, oh my God, like, okay, I could do something with this.
Okay.
So it's not something that I'm used to, but it's challenging.
Okay.
And you know, I love a challenge,
Right.
especially in my music. I don't like to feel pressured. So kind of for me, I kind of write it my own way.
Okay.
You know, some days I need to be in that downtime. Some days I have to, you know, be around that, you know, certain people who bring certain energy, you know,
For
like
it
for
to
me,
come out.
you know,
Okay.
so you just have to know your people, know your
Okay.
circle, you know what I mean? Understand your writers, because, you know, we can't do this by ourselves.
Right.
No matter how good of a writer I am,
We need each other.
I can
Right.
grow. you
Yeah.
know? So,
Exactly.
I'm
Exactly.
pretty
And we
happy
gotta grow
about it.
together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm excited about the London trip. You know,
Okay.
I'm going to England as well. So, you know, with those guaranteed, then it's guaranteed radio. You know, so and
Right.
then I have a showcase when I'm there.
Okay.
So you know that will my
That's
goal
exciting.
for that is to hopefully cross over to pop, R&B pop.
Okay.
You know, that's what I'm more so in, but soulful.
Okay.
You know, so it's different, but it's challenging, but I love it.
Okay.
Because I'm always real. I have to feel it from a certain place, and that's how I started writing on pen.
You say you need certain energies. Do you have a go-to spot though that you go to write your music?
For the most part, yes. It takes me some time of doing some things that I love to do. Like some days I like to get up, just make sure the kids have, you know, been taken care of, make sure
Right.
they have fun. You know, by 5, 6 o'clock, make sure they're straight. You know,
Right.
get them and make sure they have played all day.
Because that's your comfort zone.
Yeah,
Once the kids
once the
all
kids are
together,
good,
yeah.
So then,
you in your comfort
you know,
zone.
So then, you know, you go, okay, maybe, you know, I like, you know, fish. I like salmon.
Okay.
So some, you know, give me some fish and some broccoli,
Okay.
and you know, just chill, have a glass of wine, and then
Okay.
get to myself and just play a beat and vibe.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
See what energy that it brings. And what I do is I'll record it. And then what I'll do is wait a couple days later, you know, see what my energy changed, but me wanting to write and see what I get from it from
Okay.
that point. So sometimes I bring it together, but for the most part, it's always how if I come in very strong in the beginning, it's something that typically I always stick with. So I always record what I do first because it's very important because sometimes it's more raw.
Yeah.
You know,
I get it.
Yeah.
I like that. I like it.
So I'm having to tame my little rawness sometimes.
Why tame it?
Well, Empress, I have an image to uphold. So there's some things that I've had to work on with myself, as in saying, hey bitch, you know how you doing?
Right. I feel you. I feel you.
I don't feel no woman deserves that.
Yeah.
Hey queen. You
Right.
know what I mean?
Right.
Like, you know, how are you doing? You know, me saying hello to you in that manner, you know, it's no respect for you. And we have to understand that, like, even no matter how good we feel about a person, you know, that word shouldn't be used. It should be, you queen, you shining today. You know what I mean? Or if you see a friend that's not shining today, hey, I gotta.
Try to uplift them.
Yeah, can I do something to your hair to make you feel better today?
Right.
You know what I mean? So when we
like
out,
it.
you can feel just as good as I am feeling about myself. Today.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So if I can do it, if I can say, hey, you need to, let's go to the mall, let's get you something.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's
like
me
it.
because you want women to feel good about themselves.
Yes.
Because, you know, we have enough of people breaking us down on a daily basis. You know, including, you know, women.
Yes.
You know.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. I agree. Do you have any performances coming up in the near future?
I do, actually.
Ooh, I might get to go to this one.
Actually,
Let's hope.
I have one in Moss Point in May.
Okay.
I think it's May 16th or the 17th. So that's not far from you.
Okay.
So actually, I do have one in May. It is a comedy show from CJ Carter's Tax in Mobile, Alabama.
Okay.
So
you go there a lot.
well, I have performed there before.
Okay.
There was an Avant event that for CJ Carter birthday. Avant had performed.
Okay.
And so we were at there were a few artists there, like I think it's Chad Cogley, or I can't think of his name, but it's Chadwick Cox. Okay. He was able to perform. He's a good R&B artist. You know, I like his music as well. So I'm kind of excited about the Little Moss Point performance because I'm actually this time I'm going to start pushing a single that I recently wrote.
Okay.
So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's writing, doing hair,
my
modeling.
Well, my producer friend and then oh my God, my children with their homework and wanting to eat 24 hours a day.
And she's a mother.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, that's the biggest job ever.
And honey, I am the mother that you parents don't want to see at the game. I am rude sometimes, not intentionally, but I'm all for my babies. So you know. My brother said, "You the mom referees don't like." And I'm like, "Well, I'm sorry."
That's funny.
Yeah, my brother told me. Because
it's for the kids. It's for the kids.
Right. Like, how can you not have a personal spot for your own child?
Exactly. Exactly. That's where, to me, that's my first real, true love. You know what I mean? Of course, my mom, my brothers, but real, true, where you will die for this person. That's my real true love. It's them kids. Definitely. Yeah. And then I had a grandbaby. And I'm like, oh, I love that grandbaby.
But at the end of the day, you get a lot of girls, well, I don't have any kids, I don't have any children. You know what? And who wants to actually wait, and that's fine. Yeah. But mothers, we tend to we understand life a little differently than
you do.
Yeah,
you always tell a woman that doesn't have kids because she always has it all mapped out. And of course we all do before we have kids. We have it all mapped out. And then once you have kids, it's not like that.
Yeah,
it's not like that at all.
You experience the love that you had no idea.
Yeah, that you were gonna have for another person ever.
At that point, when if you begin to grow as a woman, then you begin to understand why my mother was so hard on me.
Right. You understand your mother a lot more. Honestly.
Right. And sometimes you have to go back and say, "Hey, Mom, I'm sorry."
Yes.
Yeah.
Girl, I did it.
Sorry. Me too.
I did it when I was pregnant. Like,
Like-
I'm sorry. I already feel you.
Well, sometimes my mama come in, I'm like, Mom, listen, there are going to be a few things
Yes.
that you don't like, but listen, we are not about to fall out about this.
No,
Okay.
not at all.
Period. So,
Never.
like, I'm sorry, but that's just what it is.
Exactly. We mothers, as you can see,
All the way.
once you get into that conversation, it goes on for a second. But I was wondering, could you give us a little taste, a little sound of your sound here? A little taste
Okay.
of.
Well, I actually, do you want to hear what
Yeah.
I just recently done?
Yes.
What I just recently done was something that I went into the studio with. And I am a writer. So with me being a writer, what I do is when I write my music, I don't just necessarily say, hey, this is how I'm going to go into the studio and sing it. So, I'll get into the studio, I'll listen to the beat a couple times, and then I'll begin to vibe.
Okay.
Then I'll get to singing. And then when I feel like I'm ready for heartbeats, that's my producer, man. That's my ace.
Okay.
He believed in me when nobody would.
Right.
And one thing I always respect about Heartbeats, when he listens to my music, he said, Alicia, I believe in you. So that's good.
Good. Yes, good to
Feels
have
good
somebody.
because,
Yes, and to know that somebody believes in you.
Right.
So.
Right. So, yeah, and this is just something that we recently did. It's just not something that I'm completed with. So,
Okay, yeah.
you want me to? Is that good? Well, this is how we
hear it.
This is my jam. He say, never knew love could feel like this. That's from the guy.
Okay.
Said, all you had to say, I'm getting up out your space, and I'ma stay away. Sometimes I don't care how you feeling. And by the way, you can change the ringtone. It don't mean nothing to me.
Okay.
You say you miss this right, well, I'm all wrong. Messed it up. With everybody else, correct me if I'm wrong. Please correct me if I'm wrong. What about the nights you left me all alone? I told you how I was feeling, but I never forgot my reasons. I got 2 mouths to feed, and they depend on me. I knew love could feel like this. I figured you would be a reminder of what I didn't need. I need a replacement. Now you wanna act like everything is right. I'm number one. I know you didn't forget, cause I didn't forget I got that drill, babe.
I love it.
But you fucking different chicks. Now you want me. Are you listening, huh? Seems like everybody wanna play just a different name, but the same game. Watch me walk away. These inches to my waist. Shut right now. Mama didn't raise no. You had your choice. It's time for you to listen to my shit. Just keeping it real. Middle fingers to your paradise. It's hell where you're coming in. Yeah. It's hell where you're coming in. When you're coming in.
You have a beautiful voice.
It's just
You have a beautiful voice, girl. I love it.
But that was it was something different.
Okay, I love it. Oh, I can't wait. I want the album.
Yeah, that's definitely something different.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah, especially from my
So soulful.
my vocals.
That's soulful.
And then
We haven't had that in a long time. I like it. Yes.
But it's like always being able to be truthful. Like sometimes we have people that come into our life that we know that we don't want a future with. So like,
Right.
Just be honest. Like, because guys are always honest with us to the point where sometimes it hurt our feelings. But,
Right.
We got to learn to be that truthful too.
Exactly.
But in a respectful way. So
Exactly. Hurt me with the truth.
Yeah.
Other than a lie. I'd rather you
That's
hurt
it.
me with the truth instead of hurting me with a lie.
Yeah.
Please be truthful.
Yeah.
Earlier today, that was awesome.
Thank you.
I want your album.
Yeah.
Earlier today, when we were texting, you said that Nancy Hudson
Yes.
was your industry crush, and
Yeah.
you have a song that you wanted to do with him.
Actually,
What did you
yes.
like and love about Nipsey, and what was your song like that you wrote for you and him?
Well, let me tell you how it actually happened.
Okay.
I was in New York City in the studio with Tim, and there was a beat that a young lady had made for me, and I just wanted everybody to clear the room, because typically when I write, if it's 20 people in the room, I don't write like that, because it's so many energies. You know what I mean?
Too much.
You don't want to vibe off
Right.
that many energies.
Focus.
So, it was a song that I created off just content on what is something that I could be doing right now that is just freaking crazy.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So it was basically more of a song where I wanted to tell a guy that I didn't feel the same way about him as he thought I did.
Okay.
But he didn't feel the same way about me either.
Okay.
But I really wanted him to tell me, but rather him tell me, I told him in LA. You know what I mean? So, even in my song, I mentioned, Tupac, to live and die in LA.
Okay. Okay.
To live and die in LA.
Yes.
Is the place to be. I mean, Tupac, said it. The women are beautiful. The
love Tupac.
I mean, I'm a fan of Tupac.
Yeah, me too. Definitely.
I was definitely a fan of Nipsey. Like, to actually, everybody has their flaws, but to actually be an example.
Yeah.
Because regardless on what we don't know,
right.
but what we do see, he was respectful.
Yes.
And he was, coming from my side, from the South, where you got hard workers, guys who like to, who they label as thugs because of how they dress.
Right.
Those guys have hearts. Those guys have compassion. Those guys want to see people do better.
Right.
And I feel like Nipsey wanted to make a change.
Yeah,
And I
definitely.
feel like he was a part of the change that he spoke about.
Right.
So
he was the change.
Yeah, he was the change. He was the walking change.
Yes.
Like, so even through his flaws, he was still learning.
Yes.
And he was still becoming a better person. And regardless if anybody was following him, you could see the difference that he was making. You know what I mean? So when you see somebody wanting and doing, you can never knock them.
Right.
But you have to show love. And I respect it.
Right.
So I would love to have done that song with him. It would. I wanted to kind of do a remake of Tupac video, To Live and Die in LA, and I wanted a feature. That's who I wanted my feature with, especially in California.
Right.
Of course, and of course, who wouldn't want the game? And
right.
You know what I mean? Shoot, Wiz Khalifa, like, just come on, like, but just to bring that feel, So I actually have a song that I recently wrote. So behind the photo shoot that we did today, and especially even the video footage, I plan to use that for a verse to me that is, it's just, can be some encouragement through a situation as such, because it's definitely a tragic, and it hit me in my own way, because like in the morning time when I get up, I mean, that's who I listen to.
Right.
Hustle and
that's
motivation.
Your motivation.
Like, I'm like, oh my God, So because it's real, he's so, girl, the way he delivered his deliverance, it was just, Lauren she did a good job.
Yeah. May he rest in peace.
Yeah.
Yes. All right. Will you tell everybody once again how to find you, look you up?
Yeah. Okay. All right.
When the album gonna be out?
Well, you guys, as far as my album, I'm gonna push a few singles first. Okay. So I will be posting that to my page, and I can be found at I am Empress Alley IAMEMPRESSIALI. I am Empress Alley. If you need bundles hair, install, customized wig.
She makes hair,
The
y'all.
hair junkie underscore
Real.
THEHAIRJUNKIEE underscore. Okay, the hair junkie underscore.
That's our next interview. It's gonna be about that hair.
and my growth oils, girl, who's definitely growing this hair out.
Yes.
And so
Yes.
you guys can find me there. Even the music that I do have out right now, it's on my SoundCloud. My direct link is on there. So
Yeah. You know what? Before we go, since she did say something about her growth oil and her hair, will you tell everybody what you told me about your hair, where it started off 8 months ago?
Oh yeah. Actually, I had shaved my hair off on the sides. Like all of this was maybe I don't even think it was an inch long. We were about this long. So it was just tapered, and I had a little fro in the front, maybe about this long. So this is where really my hair is. My hair's grown a lot since using the growth oil. But I offer actually 2 kinds of growth oils. But I will be posting my 2 types of growth oils and what they do on Instagram. I will either do that tonight or tomorrow night. But you can, any updates for that is the hair junkie underscore. My website is Crown Hair Junkie, KROWN, hair junkie with 2 E's.com. So I'll have all my oils and stuff posted on there, but you can stay updated with me through Instagram, definitely.
I'm getting my oil today.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
She has, you have to go on her Instagram page. She has pictures of how she has grown people's hair.
Yeah.
And there's this one girl recently with her hair down her back. She was
it's like
oh,
right here.
My Lord.
We've been using the hair. She's cut her hair off. She went natural. And Mimi's hair, her name is Demetri Marsalis. It's my cousin actually. But I also have actually clients that I tested it on for a while. I just didn't start it. So it's been under testing on a lot of women hair for about 3 years now.
Okay.
So with me testing and seeing results, from a year, what it does over 2 years time with someone who's getting installs,
Okay.
natural hair, it's definitely worth it, especially if you want to see hair growth. But you have to be committed to taking care of your hair.
Exactly.
And if you can't do it yourself, you need to position yourself to make sure you can afford a stylist, one
Right.
who cares about your hair and not about just the
Making the money.
quick money.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
That's awesome. Your hair is awesome.
Yeah, I just
And
took
wait till
crazy.
y'all see this shoot today. That was awesome too.
Yeah.
So I want to thank you once
I appreciate
again.
it. Thank you.
I'll see y'all. Y'all stay beautiful. Say bye to Empress.
Alrighty.